We've got two teams who were AFC rivals for almost 25 years. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward here with you. And Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway from Kansas City. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Only a couple that time, and it leaves him well behind the sticks for a 3rd and 15.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He's on the move. He's running for it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Running left with Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Right back to Pacheco. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Mahomes now. On target to Worthy. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A play fake, now Smith to throw. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. That's caught for the first. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10 now. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll take over here following that punt to end the 1st. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets him around 6 there. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Now a give left side to Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Up and good from Blankenship. And they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And coming off our first points of the ballgame, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive, here's Walker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Seahawks with the football. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Smith bails out of the pocket quick. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that, actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. It's caught Metcalf. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Let's focus in on what we gotta do here.
Another try following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The Chiefs getting out there on offense one last time in this opening half. And it looks like they're going to wind up taking a narrow 3-0 lead into the break. First down throw, Mahomes. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss. So that brings us to halftime here in KC. It's the Chiefs who've got the advantage heading into the locker rooms. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he'll go down, we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Putting the tight end in motion. Run from Pacheco to start the half. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And this time they're gonna get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more, or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Okay, you hear me in my talk back all the time with our producer saying, hey, circle that play. Hey, you just never know. You just never know in this league, in these games that are so close, which can be the play that really sparks the turnaround. And defensively, you needed to get off the field. Defensively, you wanted to give the ball back to your offense in a 1-score game, and that 3rd down sack, well, it just did it.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He broke 50 on his 1st punt and looks to have done the same here. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? Mm-hmm. As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Walker now from the gun. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action. Here's Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Third and just 2 to go. A give up the gut to Walker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Play action here with Howell. Buying some time right. He tucks it and takes off. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Walker on first down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. It's a gain of 3 on the final play of quarter 3. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Second down now, 7 to go. Now Howell off to play action. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Howell from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Got all of it, and this is good! And in the 4th quarter, that's gonna tie the game!
And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And this one does not go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
They send the tight end in motion left. Here we go, 2nd and 9. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Hauled in by Worthy. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He's back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs pushing to get within range for a game winner. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Mahomes. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here he is to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs have taken the lead late. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Connects with Fant. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Throwing now. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. And 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass and a 4th down instead.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Now Seattle gonna call its 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. He'll look to throw it. Completed to his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
First down, Smith to throw.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. From the gun, Smith. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, it's Smith. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
To throw. Dump off caught by his back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Well, no ladder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.